The following stories are based on terrifying encounters reported by real people. Some survived because of luck, some escaped by seconds, and some still don't know what they actually saw that night. Tonight, you're going to hear all of them. A young man had nowhere else to go after his parents threw him out. With no money for rent, he moved into his grandparents' old farm ranch deep in the countryside. The house was ancient, quiet, and smelled permanently of dust, wood, and old age. His bedroom sat on the first floor beside a hallway filled with religious relics. Crosses hung from nearly every wall. And directly across from his bed, a massive painting of Jesus stared down at him while he slept. The strange events didn't begin until the second week. One night after finishing his shift at a small corner store in town, he returned home long after sunset. As he unlocked the front door, he heard movement coming from the crops. Footsteps. Slow. Careful. Something, or someone, was moving through the tall plants. He slowly crept closer, avoiding leaves and branches that might reveal his position. And then he saw it. There was somebody inside the crops. But they weren't walking. They were crawling on all fours through the field like an animal. Too afraid to confront the intruder alone, he rushed back inside and woke his grandfather. The old man immediately grabbed his rifle and stormed outside, screaming threats into the darkness. "If I catch you on my property again, I'll blow your brains out." For a moment, the farm fell silent. But the next night, things became worse. Sometime after midnight, he woke to the sound of laughter outside his bedroom window. Slowly, he sat upright. A man was standing outside the glass, watching him sleep. The moment their eyes met, the figure calmly walked away into the darkness. Late one night, after visiting family, a young woman returned home to find a note from her mother asking her to take the garbage cans outside. The neighborhood was completely silent, but near the backyard fence, she heard voices, whispering. When she peeked over the fence, she froze. Two people were standing inside the backyard, watching the house. She ran inside and warned her mother. But before they could escape, footsteps thundered up the stairs. The intruders were already inside the house. Weeks later, the phone started ringing at exactly 3 a.m. It didn't stop. For 10 straight minutes, the caller kept ringing. The next morning, her mother received a text message. "Why didn't you pick up?" A 14-year-old girl woke up at exactly 1:15 a.m. remembering unfinished homework. As she quietly worked at her desk, strange scratching noises echoed from inside the walls. Then came movement. Something was crawling behind the wall beside her bed. Suddenly, the square wall panel beside her bed burst open. A large man emerged from inside the wall. A couple walking alone on a beach late at night noticed something terrifying. Footprints. Fresh footprints behind them that hadn't been there before. And they led directly toward a dark tunnel buried beneath the dunes. When he shined his flashlight into the tunnel, he saw two hunched naked figures hiding inside the darkness. Not moving, just watching. A night janitor working alone inside a high school noticed something impossible. A classroom light turned on by itself. Then a man slowly stepped toward the classroom window and waved. Security footage later revealed the man emerging from the basement, before disappearing back underground forever. A teenage house cleaner ignored her employer's one strict rule: never enter the basement. But after discovering hidden photographs of herself inside his bedroom drawer, curiosity became fear. When she finally entered the basement, the smell of rot filled the air. Then she noticed the camera mounted in the corner, watching her. After finishing a midnight shift, two co-workers were approached by a filthy couple in a black pickup truck asking for gas money. But when they refused to give more, the truck began following them. At a gas station, the woman pulled out a gun. A bullet shattered the back window as he reversed away at full speed. Two teenagers entered an abandoned asylum after midnight hoping to film a creepy YouTube video. Instead, something inside started following them. Deep underground, they heard metal crashing in the darkness. Then a figure moved across the hallway, and footsteps began chasing them up the stairs. A young couple began hearing noises beneath their bedroom floor. But the house didn't have a basement. At least, that's what they thought. Beneath the house, someone had been living there. And when the police were called, a man tried breaking into the bedroom upstairs. A young couple moved into a cheap apartment where strange screaming and banging came from the neighboring unit every night. The neighbor was an elderly woman named Kathy, and according to the building manager, she lived alone. One night, he woke to find someone standing beside the bed. A raspy voice whispered through the darkness, "You shouldn't have reported me." When the lamp turned on, nobody was there. Some people survive terrifying nights and never speak about them again. Others spend the rest of their lives wondering what would have happened if they were just a few seconds slower. And somewhere out there tonight, someone else is probably experiencing their own horror story right now. Sleep carefully.